All right. So, welcome again to the digital marketing course at Kartys Digital Academy. And today, what we'll do is we will start a revision of what we have discussed a couple of days earlier and in the previous classes. And we will go ahead and explore new topics today and discuss some important terms. So, what is digital marketing? We all now know clearly that digital marketing is any effort done digitally to make sure that the products and services of the company is benefited and the business as such can grow and get more customers. Okay, so what are the two techniques of doing digital marketing? Digital marketing means if I have a new product and I want to make sure that the product goes in front of a lot of customers very quickly, then what I can do is I can take photographs, I can make videos, I can make reels, I can make content, online content, any digital content, and put it online on social media or on my own website or any other content sharing platform, right? Like, for example, YouTube or, I can create Pinterest accounts. I can create Telegram groups and share content there. And I can also write my own blogs and I can publish it, right? So, what is digital marketing? Simple. Digital marketing is all about doing marketing efforts digitally, okay, to promote a business or promote a service, okay. Now, what are the different channels of digital marketing? Different channels of digital marketing. There are three major categories that I have segregated. The first one is social media itself. There, in social media, you can go ahead and create a lot of content, and you can share it with your people, with your community, with your tribe, so to speak. Now, in social media, you will have major social media that you might be aware of already, like Facebook, Instagram, right? Twitter, one of the most famous ones. The other channel is your own website. Now, on your own website, you create your own website and you create a lot of content and put it on your website and share the website with your customers. What will happen is they can access your website and keep updated with what is happening in your business. You can also add payment gateways to your website and where people can actually add the products to the cart and buy if there are any products that you're selling. Or if it's a service based industry, then what you can do is you can put up your services in the website. You can mention in the website what all stuff is required, what services are you providing, and based on that, you would be able to create a cart and sell your services as a part of a package or monthly package or a weekly package or um, annually package, depending on the business model that you follow. Now, the third channel is a content creation platform. For example, if you create videos or photographs or collage or simple slide share, you can also do that by using any content sharing platforms like YouTube and Instagram and Vimeo, right? Now, content sharing platform and social media, they're almost similar, okay? The reason why I kept it separately is because for social media we have different strategies. For content we have, like, for example, if you are into videography and if you're into photography, there's a slightly different strategy that you must follow in order to gain the expertise in creating a visually appealing content, right? Now, but nevertheless, it all comes down to social media, wherein you have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everything comes together in social media and content. So it's almost same. So website is another channel, right? Now, what are the goals of digital marketing? The goals of digital marketing is nothing but making sure that whatever budget that the company has, okay, and since you're working in a digital marketing team, your responsibility is to make sure that your efforts that you're putting in to make the product or service successful, you have to make sure that you get that campaign goal, right? Obviously the team will be working towards the goal. The goal might be to achieve 1000 subscribers, okay, or to reach 1000 new customers. Whatever may be the goal, you all have to come together, work together, and make sure that the goal is achieved, right? What is the target audience of digital marketing? Now, target audience of digital marketing is basically to understand for your product, for your service, who is the real customer, right? For example, if I'm selling cosmetics, my real customer would be people who use cosmetics. Now, accordingly, I will focus on people who are using cosmetics more. Now, obviously, versus men versus women, women will tend to use cosmetics more, right? Not necessarily that men will not buy. Of course, they will buy. Okay, they might buy for themselves, they might buy for their family members, but they are not your primary target, right? So the goal of you, the entire strategy for you to know the target audience. So the target audience is always the primary target. What is the primary target for your business? Who is your real customer? Everybody is not your customer, right? Who is your real customer? To identify that is the target audience of digital marketing. Now, the next topic that will we discussed earlier was the importance of digital marketing in today's world. As you all know, that digital marketing is not about just putting content online and leaving it there. No, digital marketing is not about creating a nice website and just keeping it there. No, digital marketing is about understanding the human psychology, understanding your customers, understanding their needs, and positioning your product in such a way that they have no other choice but to buy your product, right? You have to give them the value of your product in such a way that they will not only enjoy your products and services, but they will also become your advocates. They will become the followers of the brand. They will tell others, okay, and then the word will spread, okay. So that kind of reputation has to be gained in this world of marketing, right? And that can easily be gained through digital marketing. With digital marketing, if you create a very good product or service, you can go ahead and reach thousands and thousands of people in a very short span of time and make sure that those people whom you have retargeted, they are served with one of the best quality service, be it product, be it product experience, be it service experience, be it the entire ecosystem that you have provided. For example, let's say I have t-shirts, okay, to sell. My t-shirt quality is one of the best quality, right? I have great designs, I have great fits. What I would do is I would create content. I will put ads on Instagram. I'll put ads on YouTube. I'll promote it on social media. I'll create content on a regular basis. And then those customers who end up buying from me, I will have a database. I will understand database of all the username and the email addresses and everything. It is my responsibility now to make sure that they are served even after you have made one sale. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that you keep giving value to them. So what happens? You're retargeting. Okay. So it becomes very easy in a digital world to do that as compared to the traditional world of marketing, right? In digital world, now since you already have a phone number, you can always send a WhatsApp message or a text message saying that, hey, we have got latest stock, we've got the latest discount. Why don't you come and check? Say, hey, you know what? You have been a great customer. We would like to offer you 10% discount on the next purchase. Please visit our website or please visit our Instagram or social media network channels. All right. So it becomes much easier and efficient in the world of digital marketing if you want to do that, right? So there, that was a quick recap of what we have discussed earlier, okay, in the past week. And next week onwards, we will start with the next topic, right? So I want to now focus on the terms that we have already discussed earlier. The terms that we have discussed was the first one, data center. Now, as you already know, what is data center? Data center is basically, a physical building which has a lot of servers, computers, okay, servers to store data, to retrieve data, okay, to make sure that the data is exchanged between multiple servers, okay. So that kind of infrastructure is needed to make sure the smooth functioning of the World Wide Web. of the internet. Okay. So data centers are one of the key ingredients of the entire ecosystem of World Wide Web. That is why Google, Amazon, and all the other search engines, they have created one of the most sophisticated and brilliantly efficient data centers across the world. Okay, including in India, we have a couple of data centers. Across the world, we have data centers by from Google, right? Now, I have already shown you that if you go to this link, this hyperlink, https colon forward slash world www.google.com /about data centers. If you go to this URL or link, you will be able to find out all the information about the data centers of Google. So, of course, according to their strategy, they might put one data center on hold and they might activate another one. So it depends on what they want to do, right? However, data centers are simple buildings with computers inside, with servers inside, to make sure the data is flowing easily. Okay. Now, next one is bots. So basically, bots are small softwares, very small programs written for a specific task. Okay. Bots is a short form of robots. Okay. Now, what are robots? Robots are like, machines with intelligence, some artificial intelligence, right? And if you ask them to do some task, they will do it, correct? Similarly, bots are small softwares which have been designed to do only specific work. For example, when you search something on Google, let's say I want to search for the latest football match, right? Then what will happen? The small bots, which have been designed by Google, okay, they will crawl the internet, that is World Wide Web. They will connect, they will run and go to the data centers. Okay. They will find out all the information about the latest football match today. And then they will come back to you. Okay. And then they will display the results on your device. Let's say you're searching it from your mobile phone, it'll all the results will be there. All this happens in split seconds, less than a second, you will get results. Why? That's how fast they are. Okay. And it also depends on the internet speed. So nowadays we are using 4G and 5G technology. So you can imagine how quick and how fast it will be. And in coming years, we will see a great revolutionary product, uh, you know, which will enable us to directly connect with the satellite. Okay. Using our own devices. Okay. Non-military grade devices. So basically, Starlink is one of the example. The Tesla and Tesla Group subsidiary is called Starlink, which is founded by Elon Musk. So he's developing this technology where satellites will directly give internet. Okay, so as of now, it's in the United States, it's in beta phase. So they will eventually they plan to launch it all over the world. Let's see how they succeed and if when they succeed, and if that happens, your device can connect directly to the internet. Okay, directly to the satellite, and it will give you unimaginable speeds, more than 300 Mbps on your phone. Okay, so that's one. So bots are of different types. Some of the bots are chat bots. Some of the bots have been designed to monitor this. So those are called monitor bots. So what are chat bots? When you go to any website, it a small pop-up comes say, "Hey, how may I help you today? And how are you? If you have any questions, please ask me." And then you type in the question, and then it gives an automated response. So why it does that is because it has been feeded with questions and the appropriate answers already. If anybody asks those questions, by default the answer will be given to the user, right? If if a customer or if a visitor on your website or an app asks a question which is beyond the capability of the chatbot, then it again gives pops up a message saying that I'm still under training or whatever. I don't know the answer, please call this number, right? So basically it has been designed to do simple uh, task of chatting with people with simple questions. That too, of course, it has limitations. Now, that limitation is also, you know, narrowing down. Okay, with technology which is growing at exponential speed, it is expected that very soon we'll have chatbots which will be very intelligent enough to make sure that they answer all the questions of your customers, right? So that is where the technology is headed. Now, the next topic that we discussed was satellite link or uplink or downlink, right? So one of the very, very important things to understand about how technology works is we get internet from two sources, as I mentioned earlier. One is underwater cable, underwater internet cable, which has been laid many years ago. And we mainly get internet from there. If those cables are cut, we as the country might face a serious issue. Okay, however, as the technology progressed over the years, we also have satellite uplink, which means there are satellites which also which is rotating across the globe, which also connects it connects our devices to the devices all across, thus connecting to world wide web. Okay, so the world wide web is nothing but the internet. Okay, now let's go to the next term, data structure. Data structure simply means the methodology of maintaining the data. Okay, so that the retrieval of information is easy, faster, and efficient, right? What does that mean? For example, if you store your data in a pen drive, let's say you have 1000 songs and movies and pictures, everything you put in one pen drive. Okay, a small pen drive of 5 GB, let's say 6 GB, 8 GB, whatever. Now, if you have to just find one particular file, okay, one particular song, it'll be quite difficult for you to go ahead and find it because you have put everything in one folder. But if you create multiple different folder systems, a structure, and if you segregate the file system, for example, let's say in my pen drive I have created one folder which has 100 songs, the other folder which has videos, the other folder which has photographs. So it'll be much easier for me to access the particular folder and try to find that particular file, right? Why? Because the data has been now structured properly, right? So similarly, date if I'll give you another example. If you have clothes all jumbled up together and in one wardrobe, okay, it'll become difficult for you to take out just one t-shirt, right? However, if you keep everything in a proper manner, okay, at any given point of time, even if it's an emergency, you can just open the wardrobe, pick one t-shirt, and then you can go about the day, right? That simple task will become tedious if you do not maintain the structure of clothes inside your wardrobe, right? So similarly, same concept, data structure simply means that the methodology that people follow, that we follow, the companies follow, okay, to keep the data in a secure and in a very efficient way, okay, wherein we can find it, we can retrieve that information faster, right? Next is search query. Search query is something you search on search engine, okay, is a query. For example, what is a search engine? Now, Google is a search engine, right? The reason why it is called search engine is because it enables you to search, right? And then Google is one of the most preferred search engine in the world, currently number one, right? After that, there are many other search engines, but the one Google has is one of the most popular, right? So Google's search engine, if you type, let's say, the latest football match today, and then hit enter, it will give me some results within split seconds, right? Those results are called, that page itself is called SERP, search engine results page. Okay. And whatever you're searching, it becomes your search query. All right, fair enough. Now, I hope that you guys have written down and finished your homework. If you have any questions, any doubts, please ask me, Ryan. Do you have any questions? You can unmute yourself and you can answer yes or no. Do you have any question? Joseph, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. And what about Basilila?
No, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so since nobody else has any other questions, so we will proceed to the next important terms, okay, for today. So the next important terms, the first is www. Now, as we already discussed, what is www? It's World Wide Web, okay? Please write down if you have to. It's World Wide Web, okay? I'll write it here as well, World Wide Web. That's what it stands for. What does it mean? What is a web? What are they talking about? These are the questions that might come up in your head, right? What is a web? I only know spider web, right? Yes, you are right. If you look at spider's web, okay, a spider creates a big web, right? It might be in a couple of branches of a tree that you'll see that it spread a huge web, right? Why it does that is so that the prey, the small flies and other stuff can get come if they come there on the web, they get stuck, right? Nevertheless, and then the spider goes and does the business or whatever. The point here is the web. Web is what? It is an interconnected threads, right? It's a web interconnected threads, and then it's branched out in such a way that it becomes easier for the spider to move around. Okay, you might be surprised at the designs and the intricate designs that spiders are able to do the web on, right? It's very sturdy, it's very strong, and then it's 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 a natural way of going about the daily business of spiders, right? Now, what is worldwide? What web? What is that web has to do with technology? Now, World Wide Web. Three words. World means the entire world. Wide means the wide world, okay, across the world. Web means the network, the web is across the world, right? So that is why it's called World Wide Web. Now you will ask, what kind of network? What network? Okay. So what is internet? The internet is nothing but multiple devices, multiple computers connected to each other and talking to each other, okay, across the world. That is a network and that is a web and that is the internet, okay. So what is internet? Internet is um, when there are millions and millions of computers connected to each other. There are millions of computers connected to multiple databases, servers, search engines, data centers, right? They all are transmitting information or data from one point to another point, from one computer to another computer, from one computer to satellite to the other devices, right? And from devices to the satellite and back and forth. So information keeps uploading and downloading, keeps going up and down, right? That is internet. So your phone is your phone, right? I mean, it's your device. You paid for it, and you're the owner of the device, correct? However, when you the moment you connect it to the internet, it becomes a part of the network, right? So your phone is also connected to the world wide web. That is why you are able to use Google. That is why you're able to find your any results that you want on Google. You're able to use your apps. You're able to communicate with others because everybody is connected to internet. The moment you disconnect your device from internet, okay, you will no longer be a part of that network. So then If you try to search something, it will not work, right? So the moment you connect to a network, your device is also sharing data. Okay, you're uploading data, your requests, the keywords that you're typing is going up to the data center. It's coming up with the information that you want. Okay, if you're chatting on WhatsApp, okay, you're connected to internet. Okay, and then your friends or family members are also connected to internet. When you message the other person, okay, the request first goes to the internet, then from the internet it knows where to go, so it goes to that particular person, and then when the person responds, it will go back to the internet, and from the internet it comes to you. Okay, that is the world wide web. Okay, that is why all the websites, they start with www. That is world wide web. So www dot cartis.co.in. That's our website, correct? So if you connect it to that particular website, it goes to that particular address. If you put www.flipkart.in, it'll go to Flipkart's website. It'll not happen ever that you punched in a website, a URL, okay, and then it has taken to you to some other website, right? It's not possible that you put facebook.com and it has, instead of facebook.com, yahoo.com has opened. That will not happen, right? Why? Because World Wide Web Network has assigned each and every website a particular IP address. Okay, if you want, you can write it down. We will discuss further in the important terms all this. Okay, so what is IP address? IP address is a unique Internet Protocol address. Internet Protocol address. Okay, IP address. I'll repeat: Internet Protocol address. Okay, I hope you've written it down. So every website that you create or you manage has a unique IP address. Okay, and your account, your hosting plan is connected to the internet. Okay, and that's how your website is live. So World Wide Web, as of now, to understand the simple terms, it is a web of computers across the globe. Okay, fair enough. Now we'll go to the next one, which are extensions. Okay, now this term is very simple, very commonly used, and every day you'll hear extensions while you're working. Okay, now there are two types of extensions. One of the extensions that we are talking about is the extension of the website. Okay, for example, you might have noticed some websites are organizations, okay, like a non-profit organization or a government organization, right? Their the end of the URL of their website will not be .com, it will be .org or .gov.in, that is for India. Now there are like that, there are so many other extensions. Okay, so for example, .com, .co, .in, .live, .gov.in, .net, .co.uk, .music, .io, .ai. There are so many more. Okay, similar, those are called website extensions. Okay, now there is another extension, which is your file extension. What are the file extensions? For example, have you ever noticed when you click a photograph on your phone, it saves as the name of that folder, I mean file, dot .jpg or dot .jpeg, right? Have you noticed, both of you? Joseph, have you noticed this? Joseph, Vasilila,
Yes, sir.
okay, you have noticed the name is dot .jpg of any of the photographs, right? Yes or no? I'm
Yes,
talking to
sir.
yeah, I'm talking to Vasilila. Yeah, right. We can see, right? You can, have you noticed ever? I think there's a network issue or something. So let's move on. So the extension is one extension is The website extension where you have .com, .in, .co, right? The other extension is a file extension, like .jpg, uh, like .png, .pdf, .wave, .mp3. So these are the two extensions that you have to keep in mind. There are other extensions on Chrome browser and all that, so we'll discuss that later when we do that. Let's not confuse now, okay? Now let's go to the next word, which is page loading speed. Okay. Now these are the three words. Okay. If you pay attention to the words, the first one is page, second one is loading, and third one is speed. So Joseph, can you tell me what you mean by that? What is page loading speed? Any idea that you have? And if you don't, it's okay. You can tell me that no idea. But what does it tell you when you hear the word page loading speed? Joseph, are you there, Joseph? Unfortunately, I'm not able to hear you. No problem. Basilila, moving on to you. Uh, what comes to your mind when you hear these three words, page loading speed? It's okay. You can go ahead and ask.
No idea.
No idea. Okay, no problem. Uh, but what does the word mean to you? There are three words, right? Page loading speed. If you have to summarize it in English language, how will you say it? What is page loading speed? What comes to your mind? Go on. Anyone? Okay, no problem. Then let me tell you what is page loading speed. Okay, don't worry about it. It's pretty simple. In English language, if you have to understand the words page loading speed, it simply means this the speed at which the page loads. Yes or no? The speed at which the page loads. Correct? So, page loading speed simply means that whenever you go to a website, page means web page. They're talking about web page. Okay. When you search something, for example, you went to YouTube. Okay. You put not YouTube. You went to Google and you type www.youtube.com. How fast that youtube.com comes. Okay. And then when you click on it, how fast okay, does it load? Okay. Sometimes you might have experienced, if you have bad network, it takes a long time to open a web page, right? So at that time you have to understand that, okay, it could be a network issue, right? And then you check the network and then you again retry, right? That is called page loading speed. At what speed the web pages load. Now, if you want to buy something on e-commerce, let's say you want to buy something on Flipkart, you go to flipkart.com and just assume that you don't have the app. Okay, so whatever you do, you have to do it from the website. So you go to www.flipkart.co.in or whatever, or flipkart.in, whatever. Then what happens if it takes more than 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes to even load, will you buy from there? Will you wait as a customer? Yes or no? Joseph, what do you think? Joseph, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what do you think? Could you please respond? What do you think? Uh, if you go to flipkart.com and if it takes more than 5 minutes to load, will you wait?
No, sir.
Okay. And what about Basilila? If you go to flipkart.com, right, it takes more than 10 minutes, so 5 minutes to even load the page. Will you wait for that page to load?
No, sir.
No, right? So you'll go immediately, you'll close that and you'll go to amazon.com, right? Yeah,
Sir.
correct. So why is that? Because whatever you're searching for, okay, you want an immediate result, correct? So if the page loading speed of a web page is slow, is it a good experience for the user or bad experience? Joseph,
It's a bad experience.
it's a bad experience. Great, great. What about Basilila? What do you think? It's a good experience or it's a bad experience?
Bit.
Bad. Great, great. Why? Because you want to buy something, okay, on Flipkart, and you want to check right now. You want to see the price. You want to see the discounts. You want to check the product, okay? Now, you went to website, but it's taking forever. It's taking 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes, right?
Work.
So it'll what we will do, we'll just cancel that, we'll close it, and we'll go to Amazon, right? So at that time, what happened? So the people, like you were supposed to buy from Flipkart. You went to Flipkart. The page was not loading properly. You closed Flipkart and then you moved to Amazon. So and then Amazon was very fast, and then you ended up buying. So it shows that if your web page is slow, then people will go away. Correct? So that's why it's very important to know what is page loading speed, and then why your web page is going slow or loading slow, right? We will discuss that later on, how to do it, what are the steps, why it is slow, all that we'll discuss. But as of now is it clear what is page loading speed? Both of you please respond.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now let's move on to the next word, which is URL. Okay, URL, the full form of it is Uniform Resource Locator. Uniform Resource Locator. Okay, so basically, it is an address of the website. It's a name of the website. It's a link of the website. Okay, whatever you want to call it. Okay, basically, it is an address of a website. Now, you want to go to Facebook. You want to check Facebook, right? So, what is the website address you'll give, right? You'll have to type www.facebook.com. Then only you'll be able to go to Facebook, right? Will you go to Flipkart? You can respond. It's okay. Let's make this session more lively. Okay. So, Joseph, will you go to if you want to go to Flipkart .com, okay, and then you type Facebook.com. Will you go to Flipkart?
No, sir.
You'll go to whatever address you type. It'll go to that website. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Veselila, is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
So what now? If I have to call you, okay, I have to call Joseph. So I'll take out my phone and I'll type Joseph's phone number. Then only I'll be able to connect with him, right? If I dial any random number, will it get connected to Joseph? Tell me, will it get connected? No, right? because every person has been assigned a unique number, correct? Similarly, every website has been assigned a unique number, which is called IP address. Okay, it's a set of numbers. Okay, and it has a name. Okay, that name, if you type that name correctly, it will go to that particular address. Fair enough. So that is called a URL. So if you look here, docs.google.com, https colon // docs.google.com. If I type this, then I'll go to Google Sheet pages, right? But if I do any spelling mistake, or if I type a completely different website, it will not take me to this website. Any questions on URL?
No, sir.
Okay. Now let's move on to the next word, which is 404 error. Okay. So 404 error is basically one of the most common errors. Okay. Now it might have happened to you guys as well, that when you might have been trying to access a website, but then the website is not loading and it gives you an error. Sorry, page cannot load, or sorry, the page doesn't exist. 404 error, right? So 404 error is one of the most common errors. Okay. So when you're working in a company, when you're working in a team, if you're working for a client's website, on a client's website, and if it when you're doing checks, you find out, oh, okay, we are getting 404 error. Okay. So how to rectify it? What are the things to keep in mind? How to fix it? We will discuss that later for sure when we do practicals. But as of now, just understand that whenever there's a page which doesn't load properly, it will give an existing error message. Okay. Whatever the problem is, it will tell you 404 error, the page is not visible, or the link is broken, or the page doesn't exist. All these kind of different, uh, you know, error messages will keep coming up. And then once you get that sorted, like once you fix that problem, then your web page will be back to normal. Okay. So when you're working in this industry, you'll hear this word a lot. Okay. URL, 404 error, page loading speed, all these terms you will come across every day, almost every day. Okay. Great. Any questions on 404 error? Okay, let's move on to the next one. It's called broken URL. Broken URL means, maybe, you know, the the website that you have put, the spelling is incorrect, or it might happen that the page with the web page itself is not available, right? Those scenario is called broken URL. Okay. So what is a broken URL? Broken URL is a URL which is giving an error message, and we are not able to access the website. Okay. That is called a broken URL. Okay. And then it obviously gives the error message like 404 error, whatever error. Okay. So that is called broken URL. So if somebody sends you a website saying that, hey, this is my website, please check it out. And when you click on that website, it says, oh, page cannot be loaded. Oh, 404 error. Okay. So like that, you will come to know that it is a broken URL. All right. Any questions on broken URL? Both of you, please respond. Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. All right. So let's get on to landing pages. Okay. Now, what is landing pages? Now, landing pages, as the word word suggests in English, landing means a place where an aircraft land or something lands, the bird lands, or the aircraft or the plane or the helicopter lands, right? Pages means web pages. So what is landing pages? Okay, what are we talking about? It simply means when a user goes to your website, what is the first web page that is available for them. Where is the first web page where they land? Okay, that is called a landing page. So basically, the landing page is the first page of the website. Okay, when you go to facebook.com, okay, and if you have not logged in, when you go to facebook.com, the first page that comes is a login page. It says please enter your username and password. Correct? Yes or no? Both of you? You can respond yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Basilila?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So when you access Facebook and you have not logged in, the first page that you get is a landing page. What is the landing page of Facebook? It is a username and password. It'll ask you, hey, enter your username password, then I'll take you to your profile, right? Mostly, there are username and password is the first landing page. However, other websites where there is no username password, the way you can just access like that. The first page, it can be about page, it can be home page, but mostly it is home page. First page that people see is called landing page, where the people land. Okay. Any questions so far? Please let me know.
No, sir.
Okay. So if at all if you have any questions, any doubts, please feel free to ask me. Interrupt me, stop me, and ask me. No problem. Okay, I will be happy to repeat. Okay. Now let's get on to the next one, which is a blogger. Now, what is a blogger? Okay. You remember in the first day task, I told you guys to create username passwords. Okay. Why to create username passwords in social media channel is because we will end up using all the different social media accounts, and then we will create content and we'll publish, right? And then once we do that, what will happen is over the months, okay, over the next few months, you will be able to go ahead and generate a lot of content for your own benefit. Why? The recruiters will be able to see, okay, you know what, this guy has written all the blogs, he knows how to write blogs, he knows how to put content, right? So basically you're showing your skills by leveraging the fact that you have already created some articles or blogs. So how to create blogs, where to create blogs? There is a website. Now recently Google has taken over. Okay, so you can access that free of cost, and you can write blogs. Okay, that platform is called Blogger. Okay, it where you can write your own blog posts and share it with the world. Okay, fair enough. So Blogger is also known as Blog Spot. Okay, so when you go to Google and type Blogspot, you by default will get Blogger, and when you search for Blogger, you'll get blogger.com. Anyway, any questions so far? Anybody?
No, sir.
Okay, brilliant. So I want you to make sure that you guys go to blogger.com, okay? Or just go to Google and type blogger, okay? It will come with the first link. It might say blogger, it might say blogspot, but both are same. Click on that URL and then you sign up with your Google account, okay? And you can do that on your mobile phone also. There is an app called Blogger, okay? So please download and install the app Blogger. And once you open the Blogger, it'll sign in with your Google account, username and password, and then you will be able to see your blogs if you have created any. If not, then you will see a lot of templates. Whichever template you like, you just click on that template and edit the text and put your own text and publish it to the world. Why is it important? I told you before. It is important because you can showcase to others that you're a professional digital marketer, right? To your potential employers through LinkedIn. Okay, they'll come and see, okay, there are so many articles that this person has provided. Maybe, let us focus on this particular um, person, okay, and then give them work or hire them, whatever it is, right? So creating blogs and writing and publishing helps you gain confidence in the interview process. Also helps them to understand about you. It helps them to make a decision whether you are able to join the company or not, right? For whichever company it is, because you need to have that blogging skills. That's why I have mentioned separately called blogger. Okay. Any questions? Any questions so far? Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Next important term is dashboard. In plain and simple English, what is a dashboard? Could anyone of you support and tell me any anything that comes to your mind when you say dashboard, Joseph? Yeah. So what comes to your mind?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. No problem. Yeah.
It refers to a particular place or region
Uh, Reaching what? Like,
about the services or pages that we are looking for.
fair enough. Okay. Great. Okay. So in simple English, dashboard means a place where you get all the consolidated information. Correct. Now, if you ride a bike, okay, on the bike there's a speedometer, there's an odometer, right? There's also it also tells you how much petrol is left or how much battery is left, right? All the indicators it gives, correct? Similarly, dashboard in our context, in digital marketing context, is any place where when you access dashboard, you are able to see all the consolidated information about your website or the app or your product or services. Okay, so I will show you how the dashboard looks like. Okay, and then how to use dashboard and all that when we do web development. Okay, so basically as of now, dashboard means uh, a place where you get all the information about the website or the app. Okay, fair enough. So dashboard is basically all the information coming together and put they elaborate it, put it in one place. So when you go to when you're driving a car, okay, if you look at the dashboard, it says what's the time. It also tells you the speed of the car. It also tells you the indicators, right? It's so many information that it gives, right? So that's why it is called a dashboard. Okay, any questions so far about dashboard? Yes or no?
Sir,
Okay, great. So what we will do is we will, I want you to go ahead and research about all these. Okay, today. I want you to go back home after the class, research about page loading speed, extensions, World Wide Web, URL. Okay, so basically from here till dashboard. Okay, and again, you already know the homework. Just research about it, write it down in a piece of paper, and then yeah, send it to me. We or the team, we will review it and we'll give you the feedback. Okay. And tomorrow we will discuss about the next important terms. Not tomorrow, I'm sorry, by on Monday, and then we will go ahead and start a new topic. Fair enough. I want you to be thorough with the first week's topic. Okay, so for the Saturday and Sunday, I will go ahead and send a set of quizzes and set of questions to answer. Okay, and then you can do that work as well, assignment. Fair enough. Any questions so far? Whatever we have discussed? Joseph, Basilila, do you have any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, great. So in that case, what I'll do is we will end the call here, okay? And I will send you the details of the assignment, and we'll catch up next week. That's on Monday. All right. Thank you so much again for your time, and
Thank you, sir.
we will speak to you soon. Thank you.